This is an important duty for a child. When the moment of death comes, terror is the only way. You have no other choice, isn't it? You don't want your parents to die in terror. If they don't do this one thing, they will die miserably for sure. Yes. See, when someone is ill, and if that someone has unfortunately never truly realized life is mortal and they have not prepared for it in any way within themselves, at that time you tell them you're going to die now, it's going to be terrible. Because all relationships are need-based relationships, societies have evolved like this. So suddenly telling them you're going to die may not be a great idea. In this country, it was made a very significant thing, people have kind of all dissipated this fundamental wisdom. It was very important to have a son. Not because of gender discrimination, because the nature and the format of the society was such, if you had daughters, at a certain age they will go away. So even if they are 10 or 25 kilometers away from you, in a nearby village, well, she is either pregnant or she has a young child or she has responsibilities of that house that she's gone to, and 25 kilometers she has to walk and come, there is no transportation, so most probably if you're dying, she won't come. This is always the case. Once again, we've gone to the same place now because most people, their children are in some other country, in some other faraway place that they cannot come. So because of this, having a son was very important because one fundamental duty which was very well established in this society, unfortunately forgotten today, is the moment a parent becomes to a place where the man gets married, the son gets married, the moment that happens, it is one of the duties of the son is to take the parents on yatra, to the pilgrim places. This is not tourism. This is to remind them that they are mortal, their time is rapidly coming, this is the time to invest in their inner well-being. Because this was the fundamental duty. Before they become incapable of walking and doing things, a son must take them to pilgrim places. Pilgrim places not for tourism purposes, but to remind them that they need to turn inward. Well, that is gone completely out of our thing, we are all thinking even if you're 70 or 80, you must be going to the cinema, you must be going to the party, you must be doing this, you must be doing that. Because this whole thing has come to us from the West, even if you're 80, you must behave like you're 18. Now also you must be on the dating app. Yes, they are, unfortunately. So, suddenly telling them may not be a good idea. This is something only you can judge based on an individual person. There is no common prescription, but it is important before they become ill, this must be brought forth to them. They should not go with this ignorance that they are going to live forever. If they are ill and moving towards their time, maybe not in so many words, but you must create an atmosphere that it comes home to them. Otherwise, you're doing a great injustice. You're doing a great injustice by creating a fake atmosphere, everything will be okay, no, we're going to go back home, you're in a hospital, don't worry, we're going to go back home, everything is going to be fine, and then your grandson's wedding is coming 5 years later, we will do, what shall we do, planning for that. This is a rubbish way of existence. It is very important for every human being that when we are approaching the closure of our time, we approach it in a sensible and conscious way, as far as possible. If you are absolutely conscious, there's nothing to say about it, that will be managed. Otherwise, they did not live like that, they don't have that ability right now, but you must create an atmosphere that it is moving in this direction. You may not be able to directly tell them, they may get terrified, they may get scared and all those things. But you must create an atmosphere, a spiritual atmosphere. When we say spiritual, something that's not of the body, that's all. Right now, life is moving you to a place where it is not about the body anymore. They must get this point. It is very, very, very important that bodily concerns must be brought down. Of food, of this and comfort and clothing, you must bring it down and make it very clear to them, if not by words, by setting up an atmosphere, that our time is coming. It'll come to all of us. When it comes to this person, it is important the necessary atmosphere is provided and the whole family or whoever else is there creates that ambience of not pulling them into this and that, but allowing them to move in that direction. There are many simple things one can do. I think in the death book we have handled this elaborately, but simple things you can do is just an oil lamp, a vegetable oil lamp or a ghee lamp. Oil lamp is better, vegetable oil lamp is better. A lamp, some simple chant or something which reminds you that it's not about the body. If this much reminder is there is enough wisdom in life to latch on to that. You're evolving, you must help your parents to evolve. Now it's time you remind them. This is an important duty for a child. As your parents are aging, and if they don't have the sense to come to their senses, you must bring sense to them. You must remind them, like I just now reminded you, you're 1 year closer to the grave. Your parents are much closer than you, isn't it? I mean, it's a fact of life. If you miss this one fact, you will live a silly life, isn't it? Yes or no? If you miss this one fact, you are going to live an extremely stupid life. So as a son, this is one of your most important duties, to remind your parents that in their life it is important, they've done whatever they knew best till now. It is time that they turn inward, it is time they invested some time and energy upon their own inner well-being. Because if they don't do this one thing, they will die miserably for sure. Yes. If you have not found anything beyond the physical, when the moment of death comes, terror is the only way. You have no other choice, isn't it? You don't want your parents to die in terror, you want them to die gracefully, isn't it? No? So, you must turn inward, you must make sure they turn inward.